Be on the pitch. I got to be on the pitch against Fulham. I have to be. It's do or die. So you have to give those guys a lot of credit. And sometimes we take it for granted. We all played through injuries, right? We all played with moments where you're not 100%. And those guys had to do it, deliver it for the in bracket Arsenal nation. And you could see that Atletico at that particular moment after that Griezmann went on the bench, and then Julian Alvarez also went on the bench. That quality was missing. You can see that Soloff didn't have his usual companion to be able to play him through or support him, and that was better for us, obviously. But overall, it was a professional performance from Arsenal. And let's see what we, not me playing obviously, but what we can do in the final.
Ooh, TT, speaking so positively, I love it.
No, it's like I said, you at one point, you have to, I'm old school. Show me what you can do and I will say it. If you're not showing it to me, I'm not going to lie here and not be honest about it. If you're not playing well, I will say you're not playing well. For a very long time, for example, if I take the example of Gyökeres, the jury was out on him. It's not a bad thing. Embrace it, try to prove people wrong. Tonight he did, not only tonight. In the last month, I will give him his credit. He's running, he looks solid, he looks a bit more like a number 9 that you can be scared of. But what I like also is the way that now they look for him early. You know, play to the strength of the guy, because if not, they're going to see his weaknesses instead of seeing his strong points. And now, because of the way they utilize him, I can see what he's good at and what he's not good at. You understand what I'm saying? It's a difference. Then the guy feels more comfortable to make the run where he's going to excel, and not going to see his weakness. I just think that fair play to Mikel Arteta. He came up with a plan. He decided to go strong at the beginning, kill the game after.
Should take a look at the highlights, everybody. Let's go through this. Micah, I think you're going to jump in first.
Yeah? Just give it to me. I can do anything.
I know you can.
Atletico first half. I mean, the game was sort of in the balance, really. We saw who was going to get that first shot. This time it's Alvarez. Just can't get the required connection. Saliba as well, getting across. And he had, I would say, these maybe half chances and a really good tackle there from Declan Rice, who was outstanding on the night. I mean, just throwing his body in there. Absolutely brilliant stuff, and what we expect from him as well.
But that was early on from Atleti, and then Arsenal started to create chances themselves the longer the game went on. Not huge chances, but as I said, you're not going to get huge chances against a team who defends so deep, 5 at the back. Half chance, really. Then Miles Lewis-Skelly, class this as a chance, but he's looking for somebody. He's not really looking to score from there. They just didn't have the bodies in there. He did certainly at the weekend against Fulham, but they were getting closer.
And then the goal, that's what I'm talking about, that early pass to Gyökeres, and he realized obviously that he cannot score. So he goes second post, Pubil takes the ball away from Simeone. Trossard does a little shimmy, shoots, Simeone touches it, Oblak saves it. But Bukayo Saka scored the goal like a real number 9. Look at where he goes. Look at where he goes first and foremost. He goes, he gambles that the ball's going to go. The two defenders believe that he's not going to be. They believe a bit too much on their goalkeeper. You're always going to believe that he's going to drop it. As a number 9, you should just think the same thing as a defender.
You know who I really like though? David Raya. He's been absolutely outstanding.
What a transition that was, Michael. Surprisingly, David Raya is with over there. Smooth, wasn't it?
Can we just, before we begin this, can I just congratulate you, Thierry? Unbelievable, your team is in the final. And I get everything you said before about having sat there, you know, year after year, listening to Micah about Man City, Jamie about Liverpool. Congratulations, I am so happy for you.
Thank you,
Uncle Pete. By the way.
Thank you, Uncle Pete.
We haven't had to listen to you, though, have we, Pete, about Man United?
No, hey, that's next year, James. Let's take it next year. Let's focus on this young man here. What, I mean, seriously, what a season you're having, by the way. I actually was on a program on Sunday saying that you are from my Premier League Player of the Year.
Thank you.
I've said it to you before.
Yeah.
I think you've been unbelievable all the way throughout this season. You've saved your team time and time again, and now you're in a Champions League final. Just take me through that. How are you about that?
No, obviously it's a dream come true, especially not just me, the whole team, the way we did it this season without losing the game and not conceding that many goals. So it's a remarkable achievement from everyone and for the club.
Yeah, your stats are incredible. 13 games in this Champions League, 9 clean sheets. That's unbelievable. That just tells you how big an impact you have had on this. How difficult was this game for you and the team today?
I think obviously playing against Atletico Madrid, we know it's going to be very, very tough. I thought the first half was incredible from our side. Nicking the goal right at the end of the first half, I think we deserved it. Obviously second half they were going to come at us. I think we managed the game very, very well. When we had to play, we played, and then we had to go long. We did, and credit to Victor that he fights a lot in those situations, and he won a lot of duels, so that helped us to manage the game. We didn't give that many chances. I think they had two shots on target with it was quite easy saves, and that's just credit to everyone, not just me or not just the back four, is the whole team.
David, could I ask you about a club that you used to play for 12 years ago at Southport, one of my local clubs, and you're now in a Champions League final. What a journey, and you've been absolutely fantastic since joining Arsenal. I think you made a huge difference to the team as well in terms of where they are, in terms of going for the Premier League now and on the verge of a Champions League also.
Thank you, Jamie. No, it's a long journey. Looking back to those days at Southport, 2014, it's incredible. I'm really, really proud of myself for the way I did my career and reaching the Champions League final after all those years and hard work. Is very, very proud of myself, and I cannot be more grateful, to be fair.
Well, everybody at Hague Avenue is very proud of you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
David, soy Titi, enhorabuena.
Muchas gracias.
We're going to carry on in English, sorry. Listen, first and foremost, before I ask you the question, I want to make a statement here. And I will second what Uncle Pete said. Because if you were not our goalkeeper, this season, I think there is a battle with Declan Rice, we're going to have to be honest. But what you did every single game this season is outstanding. And yes, I know we cannot put points on the goalkeeper sometime on winning the game. You can only make sure that our team cannot lose the game. So you've been outstanding. And I think it's not easy to be in a discussion of Player of the Year being a goalkeeper. So I think you should be in that discussion. So well done. And I want to ask you something about what we don't see. So what I talk about what we don't see is myself. I put myself in it. We were questioning Gyökeres. We were questioning the leadership of Bukayo Saka. We were questioning the leadership of Odegaard. And sometimes you have to be honest, because we couldn't see it. How did you guys, manage to stay where you're supposed to stay to be able to compete all the way? How did you manage that?
I think through togetherness. I always said that this club is more than a club, is a family, and we have each other's back. And when someone doesn't have a good day, another one is making for that. So I think that togetherness and that willingness to help each other, that gave us where we are right now. And I think you can see on the pitch, like everybody's fighting for everyone and just make that difference at the end of the day.
We obviously we're in flash, and we've got UEFA people and press people from Arsenal behind the camera going like this. Move on. I have one more question, because I've been here quite a lot this season and last season. I have never experienced the Emirates like it was today. What was the atmosphere like to be for you as a player today?
Oh, it was incredible. Just at the minute that we arrived at the roundabout, it was full. I've never seen the Emirates like this before. And I think that gave us the extra motivation, extra energy to go to the game today with that fire in our bellies, to make those people happy and proud of us. And I think we certainly did. We are in the Champions League final. Now is gone. We have 3 weeks for that. So now we have biggest opportunities now at the weekend, and we just have to be focused on ourselves to win these games.
It's been an unbelievable week for you.
Thank you.
Good win on Saturday. Good result for you yesterday.
Raya.
Champions League final. Thank you very much for doing this.
Congrats. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Pete.
Wow.
Clint, my friend, we barely heard from you.
Hey, I'm learning from everybody.
Are you going to the dock again, or?
What's up? Hey, we're going to talk about how you didn't drink. I was very impressed.
Oh, very
You had a
nice.
glass passed to you, and you showed restraint, so we got to see disciplined Meeks.
Yes.
Not just physical
D-Mix.
strength, no, mental strength.
Mental
D-Mix and
Earthwalker.
Earthwalk. That's the duo.
Arsenal, what are your thoughts? I know you're like a Tottenham, Fulham
It's a
type of guy,
it's
but
a bittersweet type of thing, right? Like, being a Tottenham player, it's like, you see your rivals doing so well, but at the same time, it's like, you're proud of the Premier League. That's the team that you played in. They're flying the flag. People talked about, is the Premier League losing its status around in Europe in terms of being the top league and what have you?
was that the word in America?
Well, you just kind of get that vibe from some of the games and the lack of teams, I guess, that are in the semifinal. Being normally you see more English teams, Man City, Liverpool's, and what have you. And yeah, they're flying the flag for the Premier League. You got to respect it. And like TT said, they put in a professional job. And even though it's tough to see, you got to give them credit.
I think Declan Rice was fantastic. I think he's been the best player in both these games. And even though Arsenal find themselves where they are in the Champions League and the Premier League because what they've done over 9 or 10 months, but they were definitely wobbling in the last sort of 3 or 4 weeks. And I think the last 3 games starting, or basically the last week, they've almost sorted themselves out. And I think the decision to move Declan Rice a little bit deeper from Mikel Arteta has had a huge influence on it. I thought he was really good out in Madrid. He's got the Man of the Match award tonight as well. And obviously in between at the Premier League, it was the first time we'd seen Arsenal really play free and look at it easy. Probably going back to the Tottenham game, probably a couple of months ago, they won away at Tottenham, I think 4-1. And I think that little tactical shift of moving Declan Rice a little bit deeper, I think it's had a huge impact on Arsenal. And they are now 2 games away from winning the double of, you know, the Champions League and the Premier League. The Champions League final, obviously, but if they beat West Ham at the weekend, they'll win the Premier League. It'll be all over. So that's how close they are right now. But you've still got to get across the line, still got to get there. But as I said, it looks a different team than what we saw probably 2 weeks ago. In the final, whoever it's up against, they need a little bit of luck in that game as well. That's the nature of cup competitions.
Yes, it is. Okay, we're going to go to a break, everybody. We'll bring you more on the Champions League and Arsenal's progression through to the final in just a second. Look at the fans. They're all going to head somewhere or other and go and do a lock-in or a stay behind or close the bar down. We'll be back in a minute, everybody.